Welcome to SMART Goals for the Adult Education Classroom, presented by OTAN subject matter expert Carla Frisler. This video screencast is part 2 of a two-part series. In part 1, we defined the elements of the SMART Goal framework and provided examples for your annual technology and distance learning plan. In part 2, we will explore how to apply this framework in the adult education classroom to help students create effective short and long-term individual learning goals. In the Technology and Distance Learning Plan Implementation Guide, a SMART goal is defined as specific, measurable, achievable, relevant to the learner's needs, and within a defined time frame. Let's look at examples of each element, then evaluate sample individual student goals to see if they meet the SMART goal criteria overall. First, what does it mean to be specific? Many ESL students will tell you their goal is to learn English. But for what purpose? What do students want to be able to do in English? In a more specific example, learn English becomes be understood by my child's teacher when I speak in English during our parent-teacher conference. To assess whether you have achieved your goal, you need to state an expected measurable outcome. For example, improve my English. How would a student measure that? Instead, consider this revision. Watch a 30-minute TV show in English without subtitles and understand the plot and most of the dialogue. The student now has an expected outcome and can assess whether or not he accomplished it. A goal is achievable if a student has the support and resources necessary to fulfill the requirements of the goal. Stating a goal such as get a job as a certified nursing assistant puts the responsibility of success on others, which is beyond the student's control. In this case, a hiring manager or committee will make a decision about whether or not to offer an actual job. A more effective learning goal might instead be to complete a CTE program so that I will have the skills and certification necessary to get a job as a certified nursing assistant. To decide how relevant a goal is, analyze the needs of the student. Is it relevant for a student to memorize random disconnected vocabulary words? What might be more useful is for that student to use 25 specific vocabulary words in context, demonstrating an understanding of their meaning and purpose. For example, medical terminology to support a CTE healthcare class. The last element of a SMART goal is time frame. A goal is more likely to be achieved with the defined target date. A goal such as start a business does not give us a time frame at all. Rather, if we change the goal to open a new restaurant within 1 year, we now have a target date. Let's take what we've learned so far about the elements of a SMART goal and evaluate a couple sample student goals. If a student's long-term goal is to start a business, a short-term goal might be create a business plan to open a Vietnamese restaurant in Orange County within the next year. Is it specific? Yes, we know what kind of business and where it will be located. Is it measurable? Yes, the expected outcome is a business plan. Is it achievable? Yes, if the student has experience writing a business plan or is willing to take a class or learn how to do it. Is it relevant? Yes, assuming the student has a background and experience in food service and hospitality. Is it time-based? Yes, the goal is to have a business plan ready within 1 year. This definitely fits the criteria of a SMART goal. A second example is a student whose long-term goal is to be the first person in my family to go to college. Is it specific? Well, is going to college enough, or is earning a degree really the student's long-term goal? Is the goal measurable, achievable, relevant? We don't see a time frame here. What could a student do to make this a more effective goal? Adding details will help. For example, be the first person in my family to graduate from college by completing a bachelor's degree in international studies within 5 years. Now we have all the elements of a SMART goal covered. Hopefully you have learned enough here to help your students focus their educational goals. Longer webinar recordings with more detailed information and examples are available on the OTAN YouTube channel. For more information about goal setting at the program or agency level, be sure to watch the first video in this two-part series, SMART Goals for Adult Education, Technology, and Distance Learning Plans. Thank you for watching.